This is Cindy Manier from aududu Book Creator. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make lined journal and printable pages with our lined journal tool. To get to the lined journal tool, click on Other Tools, Lined Journal Tool. With this tool, you can add both horizontal and vertical lines. You can set the size for your lines, the spacing in between your lines, the color of your lines. You can decide how much of the page to fill with your lines, and you can also add a title or prompts, and of course control the font size, and color for your title or prompts as well. As always, you want to start off with your book settings. Let's do, say, an 8x10, 100 page. You can choose to do bleed or not to do bleed. If you do bleed, your lines will go all the way across the page like this. I'm going to stick with not bleed pages for now. Then you want to go and set your line settings. I'm going to fill 90% of the page because I'm going to go and add a title later on. Horizontal lines. I can also specify that I want to add vertical lines, and I can also specify how many lines I want. So I just want to have one line, and I want it to start about 1 inch in. So let's refresh and see what that looks like. So this is what I have. And if you wanted to, you can also specify how many horizontal lines. So let's say I just wanted 52 lines. Say I'm doing something for a weekly tracking every week in a year. So let's specify 52. And we're going to want our lines to start at maybe 0.25. Let's see what that does. There we go. That looks good. And now let's go and do our titles and prompts. So for this one, let's say I'm doing 52 weeks of, let's see, steps. So you're going to track the total number of steps per week per line or something like that. I can set the font I want. Let's go with the Merriweather. Let's center it. And let's make our font size a little bit smaller. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, so then they have all 52 weeks here. And we can go and now change the color settings. Now, if you wanted, you could do some color and you could make your vertical line be like a really pale pink or blue color, whatever color you want, and then make everything else be black. That's what that would look like. And if you really wanted to mix it up, you could set your background color. That's what that would look like. So you can separately set your background color, your title color, your line color, your horizontal line color, and your vertical color. So if we wanted a different color for our title, do that. And if you want to stick with grayscale, you can do that as well. Let's say we want our title to be really black, our vertical line to be a lighter color, and our horizontal line to be a little bit darker. And there you go. See, it's really quick and easy, really fast. You can change things up however you want. Let's look at some other line settings. Let's say you wanted to have like a shopping list and you wanted to have a bunch of columns. So instead of having one vertical line, well, you could have 4 vertical lines. And this time I want to center them all so they'll be evenly spaced all the way across the page. So now they're all evenly spaced. Now you have a bunch of different columns. And let's say we wanted to change our title. So you might want to change it to shopping list. And let's say maybe you want to have a bunch of different kinds of lists. So we could have like different stores like Costco shopping list, 'Target' 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 ' Trader Joe's shopping list. Home Depot shopping list. You get the idea. You can have a bunch of different ones. And the cool thing about this tool is it's going to rotate through your list here. So the first page will have Costco shopping list as the title, and if we refresh this, you'll see that that's the one that pops up. The next one will have Target, then Trader Joe's, then Home Depot, then it's going to loop back up to Costco. These are all trademark names, so you wouldn't actually want to use these in any book you publish on KDP. This is just purely for an example. So how about we download that and see what that looks like. Book. All right, let's pull that in here. So now you see you have Costco, then Target, then Trader Joe's, Home Depot, then back to Costco, Trader Joe's, Home Depot, etc. Let's go back to line settings and do another example. Say we just want to do a prompt journal. So we're not going to have any vertical lines at all. Let's redo that, see what that looks like. And instead of sticking with 52 lines, we're just going to have it do however many lines fit in this area. And now we have all these lines. So now what we can do is go and cut and paste a list of prompts to put in here. So I have a spreadsheet where I created 100 prompts. I'm going to cut and paste them in here. And in this instance, I want it to be 100 pages because I want to have one prompt per page, and I want them to be different for the entire book. So we go ahead and preview that. I think I want a little bit more fancy of a font. There you go, I like that one, but now I want the font size to be bigger. There we go. So now I can download that, and it's going to have all of my prompts, one per page. Wasn't that quick and easy? Now I have a prompt journal with 100 different prompts, and it's all ready to upload to KDP. The only thing that would make that better would be adding front and back matter pages. So I am going to add a title page followed by a copyright page. Then I'm going to add a This Journal Belongs To page. And because I want this to start on the right-hand page and not on the back of This Journal Belongs To page, I'm going to add a blank page. So all of these were created in the LCB Designer. If you go in the LCB Designer, you can just click on the blank page option and then save it and call it blank page, and now you have a blank page to add in anywhere in a case like this where you don't want anything on the back of a particular front matter or back matter page that you're adding. So we're going to go to the back matter pages, and let's add my awesome lead magnet page. And then let's say I want to do a blank page because I don't want this to be on the back of that. And then I can add my other books to buy page. So now I'm all ready to click on the download. And here is my final PDF. See, it's got my awesome title page, followed by my copyright page, This Journal Belongs To page, blank page, and then my 100 pages with the prompts. And then it ends with, too far, ends with my awesome lead magnet page, then a blank page. And then if you love this book, you'll love these books. It has all these other awesome books that people can go buy at the end of the book. These are really good things to add to your books. The front matter pages are going to make your book look more professional. If you have a title page and a copyright page, and people love to have the list, This Journal Belongs To page where they can put their contact info if they leave their book. And then having these at the back of your book are going to really help you and your business. Having a lead magnet is a great way for you to collect emails and generate your own email list that you can talk to directly. That is vital to having a successful business. And then being able to advertise your other books for this same pen name is also invaluable. So if they love the one book that they just bought from you and you tell them, oh, look at these other awesome books that I also have out that you're going to love, chances are they're going to go and buy one or more of these other books as well. So it's just going to increase your revenue. So keep that in mind when you're making books and create those things. That's pretty much everything you can do with our lined journal tool. If you have any questions about this tool, ask them in the comments below or ask them in our Facebook group.